Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone back to another live stream. I hope we're all doing well. It's a Monday. What the hell? Sorry guys, I was quite busy yesterday, so I wasn't able to get a chance to do any streaming. And forgive me, I needed a good night's sleep. So apologies. I could have streamed really late, but then I would have been screwed for today. So apologies I didn't stream yesterday, guys, but we are now live. And we are back on the terrain grind, as you guys can probably tell. Last week we cleaned up and assembled the catapult troll. That is currently in a work in progress. Unfortunately, I haven't finished it yet. So I've failed in my mission to get it done in a week. But my plan this week is to get it done this week. Fingers crossed. We shall see. But the catapult itself and the goblins have not been touched yet. I'm still working on the troll because I've been quite busy the last few days, unfortunately. But it is what it is. I'm happy with how it's going so far. So yeah. But how is everyone in the chat? Welcome to everyone in the chat. Hope you all are doing well. Let me know how the audio is, guys. Can you guys hear me okay? Is the music okay? All that cool stuff. Hey Josh, welcome dude. Strange being here on a Monday. Well, we used to do sometimes a Monday stream, but we haven't done one for a while. Yeah, I hope you guys, it's a Monday morning for most of you guys, so appreciate you guys tuning in. I'd assume we probably won't get as many people as we usually do because everyone's probably at work or whatnot, but we shall see. Cameron, how you doing, mate? How are we doing? I'm doing well. How are you? Audio is totally fine. Thank you. Thank you, Cameron. Thanks for letting me know. And yeah, Josh says audio is all good. Thank you for letting me know, guys. Yeah, it's awesome. Awesome to hear. So, we've got a few things we can do today. I'm going to let you guys choose as always. So, we can finish Amon Hen, the seeing seat. We can finish like detailing it. There's still a few little bricks that I want to do, and texture wise, do a few things texture wise, so we could do that. The fences we completed. I just thought I'd bring these out because we completed these in the last terrain stream 2 weeks ago. There's Jamie's broken fence as always, and hopefully the lighting's a bit better today. I got some lighting fixes. I got my lighting fixed, so hopefully the lighting looks a bit better in this stream. Or we can do some trees, as always. They're still in this state, so we could get some trees sorted out too. Let's get them all right way up, I guess. Got a little forest going on here. There we are. So yeah, it's completely up to you guys. We could. I kind of want to get the stuff that we've got already done finished before we move on. But this Sunday, I'm planning to stream this Sunday. And the good thing about this Sunday, guys, is that I'm actually going to have Monday off next week. So we could have a big long stream on Sunday night. It could, I won't have to worry about going to sleep for work. So it could get a bit crazy. It could get a bit crazy, but yeah, I'm thinking about moving on to something a bit different in the next stream. Obviously, continuing our battle games in Middle Earth grind, we're going to be going to issue 9, which I'll get up on the screen for you now. If I do this and then I do that, boom. Cameron says I'll be dropping in and out when calling clients, but I'll be here for the long haul. Just might miss bits. Sorry. Yeah, no worries, Cameron. All good, dude. Hope you're well, mate. How has everyone's pre-order weekend been? I heard that the dice sold out really quick in the UK. Is that true, guys? But the Rohan and the Wildman dice sold out pretty quick. Is that true? I'm not sure. Would love you to finish the CNC. Oh, we could do that. I need to do some more texturing, get some more brickwork on the bottom bits here, which you guys can't see because I'm doing that. The bricks on the bottom bits here. and like this little bit in here, and also would like to texture the things itself and the ground and that kind of stuff. We'll see. We'll see what you guys want. But yeah. So if we go back, so what I'm thinking about in the next stream is we have issue 9 here. And Cameron, I saw that you're it's awesome you got the collection now. We are ready to go. I think this one is because this is like one of the first big battle reports. Is this one? Defend the village. It's gonna be awesome to play. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So this one's the warning beacon. So this one I actually can't do on stream because I have to film this one. Because the things I can do on stream are the things that like we need multiples of, like fences, trees, hills, hedges, trees, that kind of stuff. But we only need one warning beacon, so I kind of have to film that as I'm doing it. I guess we could film it on stream if that would be something you guys are interested in. I'm not too sure. As far as I know, the dice sold out on GW real quick. I got my tribesman from my FLG yesterday. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I got the journal. I got helm. I got the 3-pack. I didn't get Theodred yet. I will be getting Theodred though. And I got both packs of dice. So yeah. And I might get another set of each because they're still available here. I might get another set of each so I can give some away, but we'll see. Got the full collection. One girl matched it. One box came in 19. Wait, what? One is clearly lower than 19. Oh, okay. I just have to read the whole thing. Yep, that makes sense. That's awesome. Did you get the special editions too, like the Fellowship 2000 Return of the King? Those ones are the hardest ones to get. I think the 2 Towers is probably the easiest one to get. Oh, girl mapped. I girl mapped it. One box came in 19. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, so that's the warning beacon. So we don't need to do that one because I need to film that one. But this one we can do in Sunday's stream coming up, which is when it loads. Takes a while for anything to load. There we go. So we have the Rohirrim building. So this one, which ends up being like this, which isn't honestly too great. I think it's got to do with the colours really, more than anything, because the roof is a brown, which is odd, and it's like plaster. It doesn't look like a Rohirrim building, honestly. But I'm thinking about doing this, but in my own style. So I might do like planks of wood on the outside. Different colours, obviously. Make it a little bit nicer, but still by following the guide. And yeah, I don't have like I don't think I've got like a box, because I think they use like a tea bag box. Is it something like that? Find a cardboard box that is roughly house sized. What is that? What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what they actually use. It looks like a tea bag box or something like that. I think I might use foam board instead. There's a nice tutorial on the Two Towers journey book that does it, which we might go on doing that as well. Yes, I did all the cardboard cutout models and banners and posters. No models, but that's not a problem. That's pretty cool, Cameron. That's pretty cool. Josh says, I didn't pre-order anything yet. I do want to get Helm in the journal, but I thought I'd hold off until I'm through another project. Yeah, fair enough, Josh. Fair enough. Theodred's a really nice model, though. Theodred is a very nice model. It is a gorgeous looking model. Yeah, I can't wait to paint that model. Theodred is a good model, but I really couldn't care about him personally. Yeah, fair enough, Cameron. Fair enough. I mean, I'll be getting him so I can get him painted up for a video on the channel. But yeah, he's a very nice looking model. But yeah, and then we move on to issue 11. So my theory is, because in this scenario you need 2 houses. If we go back to the scenario, you'll see that there is 2 houses in this one. I'll be building 1 house during the stream, and then probably 1 off stream so I can film it. Like I said, I might film it on stream, do like some tutorials, because obviously streams are a very good time to actually do some decent work, some decent progress. But you know, we'll see what you guys think. And then issue 11, we have Bozza. Good old Bozza. This one is very easy. This one's like a standing stone. This is why for Amon Hen I wanted to do like something special, so we made the seeing seat, obviously, for obvious reasons. Like, there's no seeing seat guide in this. It's literally a standing stone. So we have that, which looks kind of cool actually. It does look very cool. And then issue 12 we have some ruins as well, to like kind of make like a sort of weather top kind of thing. We do eventually make a weather top. But yeah, so I see like the standing stone here is off to the side. It's not really making part of a thing, but I thought I'd do something different, to be honest. That is not what I wanted to do. Rip. Sorry guys. But yeah, so we'll come back here. So I guess you guys want me to, like I said, we've got a few options to do. We could finish off the seeing seat and see how far we go, and then if we do that, we can also do the trees as well, I think, because we could pop one, because we need plaster filler for this guy, and then we could use plaster filler for the other guy as well. I actually I put all my because I had my inspection recently, I put all my stuff into storage, and I had to go to storage today and get it all out. So that's part of the reason why I didn't do a stream yesterday as well, because I had nothing here. So as always, I'm never prepared, guys, so give me a sec. So, I don't know where everything is, guys. This might be a bit of a thing. Oh, we have plaster filler, which is good. That's always a start. Do both at the same time would be good. Yeah, so you could plaster filler the seeing seat and also the trees at the same time. You know, if we actually go back to that one, issue 8, I think it was a Legolas issue. So it should be that one. So I'm pretty happy with how the old tree came out. I'm pretty happy with how that one turned out. I think there's the foliage need. So this is the tree that we did before. You guys can see. Just the foliage needs to be a bit, because I think it's very stringy at the moment. So we could do like that. But it needs to be held down a bit firmer. Like that's just holding there really. It needs to be trimmed a bit more. I've got to trim your bush, guys. Yeah, so I think we might do that as well. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. For something really simple, it's turned out looking pretty good, in my opinion. So we have the tree here. So it says fill in the gaps. Cut the trunk with a thin down layer before it's painting. This will give a realistic bark texture. Make sure the filler is completely dry before moving on to the next stage. There we go. Alright, so we can do that too, which is good. So what I need some water. I need a brush. Like I said, I don't know where everything is, guys, so it's all in this bag of mystery and wonder. There we go. We got a bag of brushes here. We could use something like this. Something like that could work. You know what, guys? I am so looking forward to this journal. The War of the Rohirrim journal. I kind of want to, like, obviously see what's in it first, but Wildman huts and, like, that rabid Mumak, that's honestly made me want to buy a Mumakil now. To be honest. Alright, look, hopefully this filler's not dried. A little bit. Should be alright though. So we're going to get some filler and put it on here. Oh, it's stinky. A little bit. Alright. So let's thin this filler down. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this. Cameron says, the Mumak is the thing I'm looking forward to most. Kept one of my spare ones out of the packing boxes so I can convert one. Oh, awesome, Cameron. Yeah, it's made me want to buy a Mumakil. Like, honestly, by the sounds of it, the journal really sounds like an old, like, source book. Actually, I've got one here now. Oh, where is it? Where did I put it? Here we go. You guys ready to go down memory lane? Siege of Gondor. You have Siege of Gondor here. You got like stuff in here, like you got like history about the war. You know, obviously profiles in here, scenarios, like building, how to build a fortress. You know, this kind of stuff. It's honestly bringing me back these kind of vibes, which are awesome. Because these were amazing back in the day. It gets me wondering about what comes next more. What journals they might do next. Exactly, Josh. Exactly. And if this is the route they're going to go down, like being like narrative and all that, I'm so down. I'm so down for that. As you guys know, I'm very much a narrative person. I got baited by the picture of that Mumak. I say the pic, and I saw the pic and just stopped reading. Yeah, honestly, it looked like a new model. It honestly looked like a new model. I was so excited, and then I got... Ugh. I think a lot of people got bait. Actually, I saw a lot of people in the groups like, oh my god, it's a new model. They just posted, new, oh my god, new model. And then people in the comments are like, guys, it's not a new model. Well, that's the thing, Cameron. Like, if we're going to do this Battle Games thing, we could also do, like, the War of the Rohirrim journal. Like, all those scenarios. I'd have to convert the Mumak, though. That's the thing. Because by the looks of it, that Mumak is needed for the second scenario. So you'd have to do it quite quickly. By the looks of it, it looks like the first scenario is about Wolf and, not Wolf, Helm and Frecker going at it. Which I don't even have a Frecker. So I'd have to buy Frecker too. So what we're going to do, guys, is just layer some thin plaster filler on this area here, where we want bricks to be. Actually, can we? Oh no! Let's. Can we do that? There we go. You guys can see what I'm doing now. Well, I was going to say this before. Like, this is exciting now because now that we've had our reveals. Like all those pre-orders. Now is exciting. Now is the exciting part because now we don't know what's coming. That's everything that we know of that's coming. So what's going to be coming next is the question. I know I sound like one of those people like, oh, you know, you just got something, you know, but you know, now is the exciting part because whatever comes out next is something new that we don't know about. I will say I'm a little strange that they didn't release a little upgrade pack or something for the Wildmen, even though it's not a project I'm starting soon. Add a lot of variety to people's armies. Yeah, I mean they still technically could, I guess. They still technically could. I need that, and I need that. And also none of the Eastern stuff that joined Dunland. Yeah, I'm going to be interested in how they actually put that into scenarios. Like, are they just going to use existing models that already exist but are in Legends? Or, like, you know, what's going to happen? It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Okay, so that's still drying. Then we're going to do these areas around here. Yeah, so I'm hoping now the lighting should be good enough for when we start those battle reports. By the seams of it. Spoilers more. Rohan Cavalry, I'll take it. I mean, it's interesting because you can't get Riders Rohan in on the Aussie store anymore. Like they're not there now. That might be like a site issue or something like that. Quite possibly. Stupid clients taking me away from your live stream. How inconsiderate. Yeah, just tell them. Tell them to come on here. Do your business in the chat. Give me more engagement. I think I did this a little bit too thin, but it's alright. It'll work. Excuse me, sir, what kind of insurance would you like? Also, what do you think of this terrain? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. What kind of insurance should I get for this type of terrain? Alright, so now that that's sun dry, we can start making some incisions. This is gonna be tricky. This is going to be a tricky one. We could just do like a mottled effect instead. Like not worry about brickwork on this area. So what's everyone been working on? How's your hobby been this week, guys? This might be able to work here. Okay, so it's making that area a bit soft. So we've got to be a little bit careful. But we should be okay. I definitely did it a bit too runny, but that's okay. Physical hobby has been pretty rubbish. Done lots of work on the event pack and legacy / book day. Awesome, awesome, Cameron. Good to hear, mate. Yeah, honestly, my hobby hasn't been too crash hot this week. I say that I built a catapult troll, but and I've started painting it. I finished off Wolf as well, so that video will be ready to go out this week. And I want to try and get Hera done before all the releases come, because I think that would make sense. I was going to do Imri Hill first, but I think we'll do Hera first now. Josh says, awful. I was meant to have a full day from like 11 AM to 8 PM to hobby, and things changed with work, so I was gutted. Phonos is a bit of a slow grind at the moment with the Gondor section. Yeah, all those shields, right? All those bloody shields. I didn't get much done over the weekend as we were out for some pre-birthday meals with some people. Is it your birthday, Josh? Or is it like other people's birthday? This Wednesday coming. Well, happy birthday for this Wednesday, Josh. We can get some happy birthdays in the chat for Josh, guys. If there is anyone else watching. Another September, baby. Happy one extra Earth rotation. On the slow march to death. So we're doing a bit thicker now. It seems to be working a bit better. Well, who knows, Josh? Maybe you'll win the giveaway this week. Oh, sorry, this month. That'd be a good birthday for you. And hopefully the dice should arrive soon for you as well. I think I sent them 2 weeks ago or something. So hopefully they should be arriving in the next week or two. Right. Have the dice been sent? Yours haven't, Cameron. Because I know you told me to keep yours on hold. Not if Glassy has anything to say. Not if I have anything to say about it. I have. He's been pretty tame this month. Glassy has, so I think you might have a chance this month, Josh. Doesn't matter if like there's some parts that break off because like it's, you know, it's a ruined thing. I mean, if you have an address, Cameron, I'm more than happy to send them to you, mate. You just told me to hang on to them while you're moving. But if you have an address now, dude, I'm more than happy to send them to you. Which reminds me, we've got to start thinking about what colour we want for this for dice year 2. Haven't addressed but not moved in yet. We'll be mid-November before we're in. Okay, well just let me know when you're in, Cameron, and I can I'll send them off to you. Also, Cameron, while you're here, when shall we start filming, my friend? When shall we start those I was going to say battle streams. That's already been copyrighted. Those battle reports on the streams. I am ready when you are, my friend. Well, I can be ready when you're ready. Making a little bit of a mess here, that's alright. Alright, so that bit's done. We could... I'm just trying to think. We could do... well, now I've got the mags, it makes me much easier for me. We can start filming whenever. Send me a DM and we'll sort it out. A good time and everything for us both. Yeah, awesome, Cameron. Sounds good, my friend. As long as I'm not at work during the day, which I mean, you'd be sleeping when I'm at work anyway. Might be a good idea to film quite a few at once, like bash out 3 or 4 if we can. Yeah, that's the plan I was going to do, because a lot of the early ones, they're quite quick. So we could easily get through, like, 4 or 5 of them, like, in like an hour or two, for sure. Yeah, that's the plan I was hoping that we could do. And that way, if we, get through like 4 or 5 in one go, then we wouldn't have to meet up again for like another month or so, before we film the next batch, Because basically, I'm ready to go for the first 8, essentially. I could be ready to go for the first 8 scenarios. So yeah. Because there'll be ones that, like, it'll get bigger, obviously. Like once we get to like Helm's Deep and Moria and those kind of things. So we might not be able to do, we might only be able to do like 1 or 2 of them at a time. But it's going to be interesting going back to old rules. Like, After, like, years of, where we're at, it's going to be interesting going back to the old rules. Ooh. I don't know if this might not work. I might just use textured paint for that area. I think that might just be the best option. Yeah, we'll use textured paint for that area. It's too claustrophobic. Can't wait to watch him. Yeah, thanks, Josh. I'm so excited. Because the theory is, because we'll film it on stream, and then that will give me a chance to like off stream I can edit it, make some fancy swooping shots and that kind of stuff. So like glam it up a bit after stream. First 8 cracking. Let's get a date booked and we can do it all at once. Sounds awesome, dude. Sounds awesome. These old rules are going to screw me over. I'm going to be attempting to heroic march with Aragorn first turn because that's the norm. Yeah, no heroic march. You have heroic, like, even you don't have might until issue 11. So you don't even have might for the first 10 issues, which is going to be interesting. Will doesn't come into it until about issue 12 when Gandalf rocks up. There's not even a wound chart in the first issue. It just tells you to roll this and this. It's going to be hilarious. And I was reading the other day, the old ring rules are insane. It's not that you just can't pass courage test to charge into him. You just cannot charge him. But obviously, if you fail your courage test while you're wearing the ring, like it's bad news for Frodo. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep like referencing the mag. Because I've got the big blue rulebook, but it's not even that. That doesn't even come close yet. Like you need like the Two Towers rulebook, which I don't have those. I don't have the first 3 rulebooks, unfortunately. But there'll be some point when we get into like mid 20s, I think, when the Return of the King rules come out, and you get things like banners, and you get volley fire. You'll be able to volley fire Cameron, which would be hilarious. I need to rip off for about 20 minutes. Got clients in a meeting. I'll check back when I'm back. Yeah, no worries, Cameron. Good luck with your meeting, dude. Alrighty, let's get on with plastering these trees, shall we? I think honestly, like, it's gonna confuse the like, we're gonna have to explain the rules very carefully, because otherwise it's gonna confuse. It's gonna confuse people who are watching it, like on a video. The stream not so much, but the video will. So, been looking to pick up the 3 original books. Might have to look harder. Yeah, it's gonna be yeah, they're great rule books. And the scenarios in there are cool too. Alright, let's see how we go. So, just going to start layering on. It's a bit runny. You mix it a little bit more. What we'll do is we'll do the top bits first, let that dry, and then we'll do the bottom bits. Hey Glowfight, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Just woke up to watch the stream for a bit, been chatting Last Alliance with Josh in the Discord too. Oh, very nice. Very nice. That doesn't surprise me with Josh. He's always chatting something elfish. Ah, yes, I see. I see. What did everyone end up pre-ordering? I got the journal. I got Helm for the mounted. I got the 3 Heroes pack. I got and I got both dice sets. So I got pretty much everything except for Theodred, but Theodred I will be getting. I'll probably be pre-ordering this week actually. It just wasn't in my budget at the time, but yeah. What did you get, dude? What did you end up pre-ordering? Needs to be a bit thicker. Okay, we'll let that set for a little bit and we'll go back to it. Need some more plaster. Not plaster, filler. I'm doing well. For me, Helm and Theodred for now. I'll get the dice, but not really into the rounded edges. Yeah, fair enough. So you're more of a square man than a rounded man. See, I'm more rounded myself. Like a little bit curves. That's So I got the channel dice. They're rounded. Roundish. Thoughts on the new journal direction the MSPG team is going with expansions? I am in love with it. Absolutely in love with it, dude. I've always been a more narrative gamer. And like, we're doing all this terrain up for like when we do the battle game series. Like, we're literally just talking about it before. We're gonna start filming very, very soon for it. And like, when I do it, because we're gonna do it, we're gonna film the battle reports on the stream, so you guys can actually watch it live, and then I'm gonna edit it, you know, make fancy cuts, and I want to make the, like, you know, these games that we do like very thematic and very narrative driven focused, because that's what I've always wanted to see. Like, that's the kind of stuff I like to watch. And I think the content that you should make is the stuff that you like to do, you know. So yeah, that's my thought anyway. And I know not everyone's a narrative fight focused gamer, which is, you know, fine. But if this is the route that they keep going down, because it reminds me of the old source books. It reminds me of like the old, like, you know, Fall of the Necromancer. I showed Siege of Gondor before. Shadow of the East. You know, those kind of the old style source books. It reminds me of those, and they were absolutely bang on. Absolutely bang on. That was like the SBG golden age. And yeah, if that's what they're going to keep doing, who knows? We might be heading into another golden age as well. So. That's just my thoughts and opinions about it. You know what you guys think? Oh, Mr. Hardback supplements though, the hobby stuff in the journals is great though. Yeah, they look. I'm so excited for it, Josh. So excited for it. I hope mine gets sent out early. For some odd reason, and I get it early. You guys will know about it. Yeah, but like, maybe we can do like that kind of stuff on stream, you know, like that hobby stuff that we see in the journal on the stream. That'd be kind of cool, like a War of the Rohirrim special stream or something like that. Right, so that one's there. Who knows? Maybe they'll alternate. So one time would be a journal, the next time will be a supplement. Like when we actually get like new profiles and that kind of stuff in there. Who knows? Who knows? And by the seams of it, like that Rabbit Mimic, like it looks like it's going to be a different This is what I was literally saying. Like, you know, but like a couple of weeks ago, like scenarios where there are different profiles in the book, but like they're scenario specific. So like there's Rabid Mimikil. It looks like it's going to be like a scenario specific thing, which is kind of cool. And that's what I love, like, you know, converting up a model for one single scenario, like that's like you can't do more thematic stuff than that, really. But yeah, I will miss the hardback stuff, that's for sure. It's a shame that it's a softback, but I guess it keeps the price down as well, because it's a pretty, like, honestly, the pre-orders were actually a pretty decent price, except the dice. But you know, we always know what the dice price usually is, so that really wasn't a surprise. But For the rest, like the 3-pack, like that was a really good price, and the journal, depending on your point of view about like, you know, narrative stuff and things like that. Like if you're a match play player, like just don't pick it up, you know. No Big Damus, welcome to the stream, dude. Hi ho, away we go. I'm late for this important day. Welcome, dude. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. So just getting this first coat on, guys, and then we'll definitely have to do a second coat, which is fine. Josh says journals or supplements as long as we get plenty of hero and troop model updates. I'm happy at the end of the day. Exactly. Because I can definitely see Hunt for Golem being a journal when that eventually comes out. You know, in like 2 years' time. No, more than 2 years' time. December 2027. So almost 2 years. Glorified says, I hope we see many new troop sculpts next year, especially updated Riser Rohan drop this year. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed, dude. I mean, it was said in the Discord earlier on the weekend, but we can no longer buy. It could be a coincidence. We can no longer buy Riders of Rohan on the Aussie and New Zealand stores. And I'm on Aussie, so if I want to go buy Riders of Rohan, I can't go buy them. They're just not on there. It's not that they're not available. It doesn't say like not available, like temporary out of stock. You just cannot get them. Which is again, it could be a like irony, like it could be a coincidence, or it may not be. Because I remember when just before War of the Rohirrim was announced, like they were going to do like a new starter set and that kind of stuff, the Rohan battle host left the shop, left the store. So who knows? It could be a coincidence. It may not be. Who the hell knows? Maybe it's just a website error. Who knows? I think that'd be the best way to keep the game's health alongside these journals. I agree. I completely agree. Completely agree with that. Riders have to happen soon. It's silly if they didn't. Mortal Orc kit next year would be amazing. Yeah, I think that would sell like hotcakes. A Mortal Orcs new kit, like with multiple options, like you can like modify orcs, or even just standard orcs. That'd be amazing. But that would actually sell like hotcakes because like almost every evil army has orcs in them. And everyone would buy new models. Like I've got like 150 orcs for different various armies, but I'd still buy more. You know, I'm at the point where I convert my orcs to make them look different. That's what I did for my Mirkwood orcs. That's what I did for my Angmar orcs. We need a new Mortal Orc kit. They're the most applicable trip option across the evil armies. Yeah, exactly. Like it would sell. It would sell. It would probably sell out on release day. I would imagine, if they released a new Orc kit. Like, doesn't even have to be called Mortal Orcs, just call them like Orc Warriors or something like that. No Big Damage says, I hope to get all the new models, but keep missing one every now and then. Sounds strange, but not opened a box yet, or put paint to figure. Oh, mate, fair enough, dude. Everyone goes at their own pace. Everyone, you know, does their own thing. It's your hobby, dude. You do what you want. You know, no one's forcing you. Well, I hope not, anyway. But you know, I hope, you know, enjoy your hobby how you want to enjoy it. You know. That's the thing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Josh says, obviously, if I could have a troop type update, it would be High Elves. But if they do that, that's way down the line. I mean, there is room for it, right, Josh? Because of that Elven banner you get with Elrond. Everyone forgets that was the first new plastic troop that we had in about 10 years. Because the last one before that was Mirkwood Rangers and Palace Guard. That was 2013. And Elrond came out in 2023, so it was literally 10 years. I know it's kind of like a hero sculpt, but like, you know, they now have the dolly for those elves. Like, imagine a whole high elf army looking like that guy. Like, I know some people wanted to like convert him so like they could like make a whole high elf army out of that guy, but it would be very expensive. It would be very expensive. Glowflight says, I'm off to the opinion that most players would be buy updated sculpts if they existed. It's an excuse to paint something, but plus, who doesn't want that crisp GW plastic? Well, I mean, we had like a bit of a poll in the stream a few weeks ago, actually. Not like a poll, like I just answered a question, and I asked a question, and I just said, if they did release new Riders of Rohan, would you buy them? And quite a lot of people actually said they wouldn't. I mean, I would, but you know, I'd buy anything. So a lot of people actually said they wouldn't. You know, so it's interesting. I know probably the majority of people do, but there's definitely people out there who just wouldn't buy updated sculpts, which is, you know, again, like I said, your hobby. You know, you do what you want. Trust me, I'm the king of painting projects slowly. Glowfight says, I think we'll be waiting on updated Rivendell for a while, Josh. Once GW are done jerking it to Rohan, I suspect Gondor are next good range updates. Yeah, well, I imagine that if they are updating the range, that they do the big four first. So obviously, that's Rohan, Isengard, Mordor, Gondor. I don't know what order they do it, but that's definitely what they do first. Updated troops help bring more new people in, as long as as a lot of people coming in don't like the old plastic, keeps them away keeps them away from the game. I pre-order 3 to 4 boxes of these elves instantly. Yeah, I mean, I know people who definitely want to get into SBG, but they're waiting on updated sculpts. So, yeah, but you have both sides, you The old skills actually seem to be a major reason new players are hesitant to buy into the game. Yeah, exactly. Nosby Dharma says, I watch your stuff, I get excited, I have big ideas, so easy to spend the money and have more hobby stuff than I need to build from start to finish. Oh, I feel you, dude. I completely feel you there. I have so many ideas and just not enough time, not enough funds to complete them. I mean, this battle game series that I'm doing, like, it's a big project to do. It's a big ask. It's going to take years. Maybe not years, but it will be years, actually, to get it finished. But, I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Josh says, yeah, and that's an issue as GWC people saying that and think, why bother to update stuff? Yeah. Which in turn limits the game's longevity. Yeah, the core 4 have to come first. Yeah, I agree with that. To be honest, I don't think the Isengard range needs to be updated. I think it's a beautiful range. I think if they were to update, it would just be bigger orcs. Because I think the orcs that we have at the moment are a bit small compared to, like, say, Gundabad orcs. But other than that, it's a beautiful... Isengard is one of the probably the most beautiful ranges in the game. Again, my opinions. But I think it's one of the best ranges to actually stand the test of time. Welcome back, Cameron. Welcome back, dude. 8 in the chat. Welcome, everyone. How are we all doing? Make sure to say hi if you haven't already. What's everyone up to? Let's have a discussion, guys. If you could pick one faction to get updated, or let's say if you could pick one troop type to be updated first, what one would it be? Josh, you don't have to answer. I already know yours. For me, honestly, it would probably be after Riders of Rohan. It'll probably be Orcs. Because they're so universally used. I think after Riders of Rohan, which I still think we're probably going to get, I think we're going to get... I'd like Orcs. Just generic, bog standard Orcs. I think the army looks good, however, personally I don't think I'd get into the army anytime soon unless they updated them. Fair enough, Josh. I mean, I kind of have to for this series. And also because I built Helm's Deep, so I need Isengard to assault Helm's Deep, so... I kind of had no choice. Hey, Ricky, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Sorry for not streaming yesterday. And once again, Ricky, you are showing us all how to hobby the right way. Your motivation. You continue to motivate us all with how prolific you are with your hobby. If I had your motivation, I'd probably have the catapult troll done by now. Although I am filming it as I go, so it does take a little bit longer because I'm filming it. Glowfight says Isengard range is really nice versus the other ranges. Mortal Orc update for me, yeah. So you and me are on the same page, Glow. Josh says, that's the thing, they start updating armies, people go across, I'd start Moria if it drop a new Balrog, Goblins, etc. But if they don't, I'll never pick that army up. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. One troop choice, Mortal Orcs. So there you go, again, more Mortal Orcs. Just elves. They should update all the resin tubes into plastics. Actually, yes. Plastic Gundabad Orcs, plastic Lake Town, plastic Mirkwood. See how Josh reacts to that. New Mirkwood Elves, Cameron, you don't want me to spam in the Discord again for a year, do you? Yes, we do, Josh. We missed the Mirkwood Elf posts. Can someone go around to Josh's house and steal his Mirkwood stuff so he has to buy it all again? And paint it all again? Ricky says, yeah, definitely Orcs. They're so universal in many different evil armies. They could do a dual kit, more armor pieces you could add on to make randoms. Yeah, that's a cool idea. That's a really nice idea, actually. I remember actually, I was trying to convert some Gundabad Orcs out of Isengard, out of Uruk Warriors. I remember doing that once. Turned out okay. It wasn't the greatest. We're making a massive mess out here, guys. Why did I have to do this on a black thing? Silly me, silly, silly, silly. Oh well. Ricky says, crap weekend to be honest. Oh, sorry to hear that, dude. First time being burgled. Someone broke into my garden shed and stole £500 worth of equipment. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. Do you have, like, footage so you can, like, send to the cops or send it to the police? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That sucks. People can be asses. Absolute buttholes. Do a Hobbit journal and give us a classic Mirkwood, Gundabad plastic, Armored Azog and Thranduil. That would be insane. It would be insane, Josh. It would be absolutely insane. Alright, I think we need to get some more now. I've held off long enough. So I'm guessing you haven't been doing much hobby then, Ricky. Because of that. That sucks, dude. I've always been a huge advocate for the Quest of the Ring Bearer style called There and Back Again for Thorin's company, focusing on Bilbo. That could be so easy to do. That would be awesome, Cameron. I'm surprised they didn't do that, to be honest, in the last edition. I was expecting something like that, to be honest. And like through the like say like you have like a point system, like for the dwarves, and like you know when you get like a certain level, like they get better at fighting and that kind of stuff. Like for the weaker ones, that'd be kind of cool. Or they get like bonuses or something like that. Not that they probably need it because you know Thorin's company is amazing, but. Yeah, let's get some love in the Ricky for chat, guys. Love in the chat for Ricky, guys. That sucks. Sadly, no, just a bit of shock, to be honest. Lived in the same house all my life in a quiet community. Nothing like this has ever really happened here before, so it's a bit of a shock. Yeah, I would imagine so as well. It would definitely be a shock. I'm guessing you've told your neighbours and that kind of stuff, just so to keep an eye out. Some horrible people in this world, I tell you. Okay, we're using some thicker filler now. If Gundrag got new troops, I'd drop Fornos and AMR ASAP. Get that new bulk and some of the monsters. GW, let me give you more money. Shut up and take my money. Well, that's probably what's going to happen. Like, I'll probably start my Gunbat army, buy all the Finecast orcs, and then they'll probably drop new ones. Yeah, we're all here for you, Ricky. We're all here for you, mate. If you ever need a chat, Ricky, we're all here for you, mate. Alright, that seems alright. Alright. I'm a bit covered, but that's alright. The fact that you physically have to open up the garden gate, walk down a bit down to my garden to see the shed, then cut off padlock. Yeah, I mean, it's as if they knew where to go, right? That's, yeah. Alright, we'll start the second coat now. This one's going to be a much thicker coat, I think. Lucky I live on a small island, so it'll be quite hard to flip. Been checking the reselling slides and groups on social media, so hopefully the police can catch them. Yeah, fingers crossed, Ricky. Fingers crossed, dude. Don't really have to really worry about the tips of the trunk, the tips of the branches, but the trunk is probably the most important part, or like connecting to the trunk. The music's still going? Should be. Yeah, it is. It is. Just move that over. It's turning out alright, actually. I rushed the first one I did. These ones are turning out alright, actually. So, what do we think is going to be revealed next, guys? Now that everything's been revealed and pre-ordered, what's next? Like, honestly, what do we honestly think's next, guys? What do we think? Because I don't know where they could go from here. It could literally be in any direction. Like, what's the next, like, journal or supplement do you guys think they're going to go for after this one? Legit no clue where the game is going from this point. I'm wondering if we'll see some new models in the journal, just like the Adrian model. Possibly? Next Gen or Fellowship, maybe. Fellowship, you reckon? New Plastic Fellowship. Could see it. Get rid of that horrible Plastic Fellowship. %, we need a new Plastic Fellowship. True. That old one's horrible. Obviously. A Fellowship Journal would be really cool, especially for updated Fellowship models. Yeah. Agreed. I concur. The only thing I don't see why that would happen though is because we had Quest of the Ringbearer before. But obviously it's a new edition, so you know, I guess anything can happen really. We're only missing a few new Fellowship members, Frodo, Sam, Gandalf and Boromir. Yeah. Like, if they were to bring out a new Plastic Fellowship, guys, what gear would you want them in? So, like, pre-Lorien, post-Lorien. Like, for me, it'd probably be, like, pre-Lorien, like, balanced, like, Moria Fellowship. Because we have less sculpts of those. And you get Gandalf in it, too. Like a Fellowship with no Elven Cloak. Need some more filler. I think they'll be pre-Lorien with Gandalf, etc., just like the old kit we have. Yeah, fingers crossed. They might be able to do a pre and post Lorien in the box, like just the clothes that really needs added to like Hera model. Possibly, actually. That could work, Cameron. Yeah, just like the Hero. That's true. To be fair, they'll 100% retread certain things in the new edition. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they've already done that in some regard. I think the Balin-Toon Fellowship is an iconic choice. Rise of Goblins are about to come through the door. Yeah. Aragorn with his bow out. Legolas with his bow out. Gandalf with no hat. With Glamdring out. Boromir in an awesome pose. Quest of the Ringbearer is left out of the big game, so Quest of the Fellowship might bring everything in, hopefully. That'd be cool, in one book. That'd be a massive book, though. I mean, the thing about Quest of the Ringbearer was about Frodo and Sam's journey. Well, technically Frodo, but Sam as well. And like when you went to the Fantasy Fellowship at the back, it just told you which other ones to go to. So because you had Rohan at war at that point, you had Gondor at war as well. Glorified says Lorien Fellowship could also do what the Hera model did, include cloak / no cloak option for the oven cloaks received from Gladjor. Yeah, very true. I think the Fellowship Journal will basically be the Fellowship film. Unless they do like another Quest of the Ringbearer kind of thing. But I'd also be up just to like just Fellowship. That'd be cool. But then you have people saying, "What about Two Towers? What about Return of the King?" Okay, nice. That one's pretty much done. There's still a few areas which I'm not entirely happy with. But she'll do. Thinking on the modelling side, but I guess that's what the magazines are. The magazines are amazing for terrain and stuff like that. New barrel, new loads, not sure about anything troop related. I'm surprised we haven't got any loads, to be honest. I wouldn't mind if they did a journal book for each film where it rolls into the next book, so yes, like, this is Fellowship, but join us in 6 months for Two Towers type thing. That'd be cool. Like a redo of the old Journey books. We actually get to make terrain in the books. That would be amazing. I'd be screwed. I'm just making terrain for the rest of my life. A new Balrog would sell itself, would it though? Because you gotta think, like, a new Balrog, would that be in plastic or would it be forge rolled? I think it would depend on if it was plastic or forge rolled. If it was plastic, yes. If it was forge rolled, I wouldn't think so. Like, the Balrog model now, like the plastic one, is pretty decent, to be honest. It's a little small probably, but still a very nice model. Films journals would also be reminiscent of the original edition of SBG, which began with Fellowship. Yeah. Well, it was SBG back then. It wasn't SBG. It was the LOTR SBG, Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, the strategy battle game. We'll do this one next. Setting up for my dream release: Helm's Deep, New Guardroom, Haldir, Oryx, Armored Aragorn, and a wall section I can dream. I actually need to paint up my converted mounted Armored Aragorn, like Helm's Deep Aragorn. I need to get that painted up. They go plastic if they did a barrel. Yeah, you'd have to. I think it would be iconic enough. It'd be like a new Treebeard. But like the only thing about the new barrel is that it would increase in size. I think that's the only change, like, because it looks exactly like from the film. I think people would buy a new barrel just on principle. Well, if they do a new barrel, do it before I have to buy one for the barrel game series. Please. They'd want to sell in their stores, yeah. Just the presence of it, right? Plastic Boromir or Skilliath, everything else on that rumour list from the early last year has come down. The Troll, the Drakes, etc. The new starter set. True, very true, Ricky. Was there anything else on there? I would increase the size of a new Balrog. It's a tad small compared to the film. Just look how the thing stands up in the bridge when it ignites itself. True. But remember, the Balrog technically doesn't have wings. So. But I think the one in the film, because the model is quite hunched over, to be fair. So that's like him just standing up on two legs, like rearing up, kind of thing. Like just standing up straight. There's supposed to be some reveals today as well, guys. What do we think? I think it's probably for 40k, right? I would imagine. Said on the Warhammer community post on the Sunday preview, there was going to be some reveals today, but I reckon it's probably just for 40k. If they do a new barrel, they would include a new Gandalf the Grey, just like Tribute with Merry and Pippin. That's a cool idea, actually. Like a new Bridge of Khazad-dûm, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Remember that old set when it included the Balrog and Khazad-dûm Gandalf? Kind of like a recreate on that. Gandalf with a removable hat. Which has happened before. Gandalf with a removable hat. It would be bigger, but I'm sure plus his whip would be really dynamic. I'm also on the also the face would be ridiculous with that what they can do now. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think everyone was talking about like when Crest the Ring Barrel was coming out, like getting a new barrel for that. But I think if they did one back then, they probably would do it in 4-drop resin back then. But these days, I reckon you could probably get away with it in plastic. Like, hands up, guys, who would buy a new plastic Balrog? I said this about the Riders last time. But if a new Balrog came out, who would buy it? Just Boromir left, everything else on the list has been released. Fair enough, Ricky. Like Boromir, Frodo, Sam and Gandalf are long overdue. Went through a whole edition without any of them getting new models. Okay, so that one's done. New barrel, probably not. New Gandalf with new barrel with Gandalf, yes, instantly. Okay. It'd be very, very cheeky of them to do that, though, wouldn't it? To release a new Gandalf, but have him with a barrel. So you have to buy a barrel to get the new Gandalf. I kind of like how they did it with Merry and Pippin and Treebeard. I use the old Gandalf's removable hat as my Gandalf in Thorin's company while they're on the barrels. Just a hat floating down the hill. Oh, that's an awesome thing. That's awesome. That would be great. Get us on the SBG too. New barrel. I'm surprised we haven't had Frodo, Sam, and Gollum 3-pack in plastic. Yeah, I'm surprised. Especially with when Quest of the Ring Bearer was coming out. Like, it's literally Quest of the Ring Bearer. Like, we didn't get a new Frodo, Sam, Gollum. Come on. New barrel day one. I don't even play Moray, but I'd be instant pre-order. Fair enough, Josh. Glowfight says, I go for a new barrel with or without Gandalf, but I also play Moray a lot. Well, there you go. So guys, is this a better stream for you guys, or you guys prefer Sundays? I think I prefer Sundays, but what do you guys prefer? Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new pre-order. A new pre-order? Damn it. I'm gonna have to buy a Balrog for this battle game series, because the Balrog comes in issue 22. Yeah, 22, I think. But obviously you get like a Balrog card cut out, which Cameron, go to issue 22. You'll get the Balrog card cut out. Actually, no, I think it comes a bit earlier than that, actually. I think it might come in like issue 20 or 21. But, yeah, I'm going to have to buy one and paint one for that. Okay, that one's done. Prefer Sundays as I'm not able to currently paint along today. Oh, sorry, Josh. Sorry, dude. Let me get rid of this. Sundays to clarify. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I prefer Sundays as well. I just couldn't manage it yesterday, guys. Apologies. Well, I guess that bit's staying on. I think it's more likely it will get monsters, generic humans, and orcs, etc. So GW doesn't have to pay for the actors' likeness and their approval. That's probably a decent argument there, Ricky. And only get their approval when they actually need it. That makes sense. Do they still have to get the actors' approval now? I thought that was different. I know they used to have to do that. I don't think... Do they still have to do that now? Alright, so all the branches are now done. Which is good, that's some good solid work. Ricky says prefer Sundays, okay. Well, fingers crossed this week, guys, we'll be back on Sundays. Like I said, I could have streamed yesterday, but I would have been buggered for today. So, blame it on me, guys. I mean, it's drying quite quickly, to be fair. I'm going to do a little bit more on this one. Just a little bit. Hey Spartan, how you doing? Normally have today off, but working today. Just stopped in to say hello to everyone and keep up the hobby work. Thank you, Spartan. Appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been keeping well. Micah, hello. How are you doing? Good to have you with us. Let's see, guys. Can we get to 10 likes before we end the stream? Let's do it. Hey, Ricky. Wait, what? Grim Dark Future, what? Oh, no, because that's actually... Thank you, Ricky, for the gifted membership, my friend. Grim Dark Future got a membership. That's very generous of you, Ricky. Thank you, dude. Nosbig Dharma says mainly only get to see you on catch up. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I stream around this time on Sundays usually. I'm guessing that's a bad time for you. We have 8 in the chat. Welcome, everyone. How are we all doing? Ricky wants to win that the end of month giveaway. By the looks of it, guys, because I do the end of month giveaway, the worth of the prize essentially, by how many members there are and how many gifted memberships are during the month. So at this rate, guys, we're probably looking at about maybe £20-25 voucher for September, which won't be this Sunday, but it'll be the Sunday after. We'll be doing that. But yeah, cheers for that gifted membership, Ricky. You didn't have to do that, dude. I appreciate you. Alrighty, so They're drying now. I would love to do the... So yeah, it's still wet, which is the problem. I'd love to do the not the stem, what's it called? The trunk of the tree. Spartan says, did I pre-order any new goodies this week? Yes, I did. I got the journal, I got Helm, I got both dice sets, and I got the 3-pack of heroes. Freylaf, Olwen, and Leaf. So expect painting guides on them as soon as I get my hands on them, guys. Probably going to be doing Helm first, I would say. And then Freylaf. I'll be painting Freylaf like he looks like in the, not on the GW photos, but on the visual companion. And yeah, I haven't got Theodred yet, but I will be getting Theodred, hopefully. Probably this week or next week. But yeah, I want to get that catapult troll needs to be done. I want to get it done this week. If not, I want to get it done before those pre-orders show up. And I want to get Hera, the plastic Hera, done too. But yeah, did you pick anything up, Spartan? Let me know. 100% pain mine like the visual companion as well. Yeah, Cameron. Yeah. And I'm interested to see the painting guides in the journal too, because you saw the Rohan, like the different regions. You saw a little bit on the GW site, but I'm interested to see like the Wildman painting guide. There's like a Wildman painting guide in there or something. Interesting to see how they go about that. Ricky says, you're so lucky you managed to get the dice. It was an absolute nightmare here in the UK. Didn't know anyone got them. Yeah, I got, they're still available actually. I got 2 sets. 2 sets of each. So 1 set of each is for me, and then another set of each for giveaways later on. I actually have quite a few dice sets from previous iterations for giveaways, which I just haven't done yet. So I have like Fangorn, I have Rivendell, I have Dale, I have Dalamroth. Did I say Fangorn? I have Mordor, Gondor, Isengard, Rohan, and now I have the new Rohan ones and the Wildman ones. I picked up both dice sets and the new book. I'm very excited about GW doing paint guides and more on the hobby side guides bundled with the narrative play. I completely agree, Spartan. Completely agree, dude. As you guys know, I don't have to keep saying it, but you know, I'm a narrative player. So excited. As you guys can see, we are all about the hobby. I'm literally making trees from filler, tape, paint, and wire. They will keep saying they were in stock. I added them to my cart, sent the payment in message, popped up saying no more in stock, but they still take the money. What? You get a refund, Ricky? Surely. That's actually happened to me, like when the legacy stuff went on, like last chance to buy. I wanted to get, what was it? It was, oh, what's the elf? Josh, help me out here. I tried to get him. Which one was it? I'm blanking right now. Anyway, I added him to cart, bought it, everything was fine, and then like 2 weeks later, got an email from GW saying this item's no longer in stock. We have sent you a refund. I was like, damn it! I wanted the model, not the money. Really want to get that Hell and Freylaf in particular. Just thought I'd wait till I've gotten through more of my projects. I'm still gutted Freylaf is bunched in with the other heroes. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely does suck. But at least the price point is pretty decent for you guys. Like it's like what £10.50 per model or something like that. It's pretty good price for it, to be fair. I will say I do with both Helm and Freylaf had more fights looking dismounted. I will say I do with both Helm and Freylaf. Oh yeah, yeah, fair enough. Happened to loads of people with no refund yet, but will take in a few days, I imagine. Yeah, unless they're planning to maybe make more and send them out to you, but probably not. Oh, more fighty looking dismounts. Now I get you. The last chance to buy got the Moria Black Shields, but a month later they refunded me for having none. There you go. See, for me it was... Oh, what's his name? It was an elf. He was in Rise of Angmar. And I really wanted him. I'm completely blanking. He's like part of the old White Council set. He was very similar to the old Glorfindel model. I'm blanking right now. Completely blanking. Erastor, thank you, Josh. Erastor is the one I wanted to get. I think it was like Erastor and Curtin. I think it was the set or something like that. And yeah, it was like 2 weeks later, and like they're like, "This is no longer in stock. We are sending you a refund." I was like, "I wanted the model, not the refund." So that sucks. All right, how are these looking? They're drying up pretty well. They're still a little bit wet, which is a problem. We might not be able to fill up the trunks today, which is a shame. What else do we have in the bag of terrain? So we have the ruins that we did. If you guys remember these. These ruins. We also have our walls. We also have our hedges. So they're still here. And our hill. One of our hills. It's kind of cool, like seeing it like all in front of me. All the stuff that we built over the last few weeks. Getting ready for this. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, to be honest. So... I don't really know what to do now, guys, because there's not much more I can do now. You could just sit and chat if you want for a little bit. I was going to end the stream in about 25 minutes anyway, but I was actually going to end the stream about 5 minutes ago, but I was like, let's just go to 8:30. Attend in the chat, guys. Welcome, everyone. How are you all doing? Is there any like terrain that you guys want to see on the channel? Like, do you guys want me to maybe try and do, or is there like an issue that you're is there like a battle games issue that you're looking forward to? So we can switch over and have a look. So there's quite a few cool upcoming issues. Like we have Gandalf issue here. It's all about Gandalf. We get the Khazad-dûm Gandalf, awesome model. It's when you first see about will and magical powers, magic and will. You don't have that. Like you have ring wraiths like before this, but you don't have magic or will. So they're literally just like beefy warriors essentially. Clash of Wills, which this scenario is dire for Gandalf, but I'm going to try and get Gandalf to escape. Probably won't work too well. So that's a kind of a cool issue. The next one, Wizard's Duel. This is the infamous horse week, where you just get horses in the issue. 6 horses. Well, there you go. There's some Galadhrim for you, Josh. And Armored Aragorn. There you go. And a bit better Hallier action for you. Look at those old Rohan warriors, eh? Those old Rohan warriors. Wizard's Duel. This is a cool. This is a cool mini game. I'm actually thinking, like, because like you have this little gaming board, right? It represents like the Palantir room, like in Orthanc. I've got a feeling that I kind of want to make like an Orthanc, like an actual proper room for this to be in. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Should we do that? Because I kind of need to know soon, because it's issue 13, so we need it kind of soon. So, if I remember, they released the Wizard's Duel as an actual game. Yeah, it was like an actual set that you could actually buy. It was also in Best of White Dwarf 2 Towers edition, I think. Oh, I tell you, Cameron, I love these mags, I tell you. Absolutely love them. Look at this, like patterns and markings, like for your horses. So good, so good. And then this one's scenic details. So this one shows you paint washes on your stone to make a better effect. Shaving away your paint to make it look old, which is odd. Natural looking slate. Moss patches on your stone, bushes and reeds. Making a barrel, making a crate, crates and barrels, kind of cool. Nosbig Damon says, always good to watch, have an idea, build the idea, paint, then play. Make people like me excited to do the same, lol, but as I say, I never took the final 3 steps to build, paint and play. And then like it comes into like its own, really, like when we get to about issue 19, this one, the start of the Moria swing. This is when it really starts to get good. Like linking games for battle games. You have the Watcher in the Water scenario, which is very cool. Now, the problem with this one, guys, and I actually would like to get your thoughts and opinions on it, is that the Watcher tentacles are not available. And I've been looking online. I can get them on eBay, but they're about $400. They're about $300, $400 for to buy the Watcher tentacles, and I just can't do it to make it happen, guys. So my solution is, I think I'm going to buy a Watcher in the Water, like the one from GW, and just use the tentacles from that. I think it's probably a less expensive way to get the tentacles than getting them off eBay, but it's still an insane way to just get tentacles. I mean, you get some in the book like this, but I'm not doing that. I love the old Moray stuff they did. Yeah, I completely agree, Spartan. Glowfight says you definitely got to make the Palantir chamber in Orthanc. Okay, I could do that because I've always wanted to build an Orthanc. So at some point, I definitely will. It's all about color palettes, this kind of stuff. Very, 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 very cool, different colors here. About metallics, lakes and shores, polystyrene ceiling tile, textured ceiling tiles. I can't find them anywhere. I know you can get them. For that issue, make them or get them printed. I think I have the files already. Don't buy a new mold for it. Like maybe because there's no painting guide. Like it's just like showing you how to use different colors. Maybe I buy a watcher and actually paint a watcher. That'd be kind of cool, though, right? Holy shit, no. 100% use the cardboard ones. It's so much funnier. Oh, I would. That'd be hilarious. You could always get from Temu. No, we're not doing Temu. That's dangerous. Ricky says, I know the person who owns the original production greenies. What these ones? Because they're not the tentacles that GW produced, because they didn't come out until 2006 with the Fellowship of the Ring Journey book, and this was like 2002, 2003. So were they just like an octopus toy tentacles, or did they actually make them? Because I think they made like a watcher, an actual watcher in the water, in the Fellowship era. I'm pretty sure at some point. He's the same person I purchased the prototype Moray goblins from. Oh, interesting, Ricky. Ah, fair enough. Giving yourself even more work. Painting up a watcher could be good. Could be some good content for next one. Yeah, we could do that. I could paint up a watcher in the water for you guys. That'd be interesting, right? I say paint up a watcher. I'll be painting up some tentacles and I'll be using the head separately. And yeah, this one is all about like lakes and shores. So if you buy, like, I'm thinking about like making like a separate board, like a, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Like an actual board, like a watcher in the water board, like a 2x2. Hurrah, hurrah, like that. Because they're telling you to do them 1x1s. It's like that's insanity. The original ones, what are shown in the magazine, made by Dave Taylor of Fellow Australian. Oh, look at that. So I'm guessing, I mean, we could make them. We could, because we could. I'm just not great at green stuffing. That's the problem. Because we could use wire. Like literally make him like how we made the trees. Hang on. Literally make him how we made trees. How these trees, like, you know, wire, masking tape, filler, maybe a green stuff if we need to. I wonder if that's how they actually made them. Because I know in there's the Best of White Dwarf Fellowship edition, which shows you how to make they make the watcher in the water from scratch. There's a White Dwarf article with him making them. I'll see if I can find it. Yeah, it's in White Dwarf, but it's also in Fellowship Best of White Dwarf. I definitely know that. I just don't have that, unfortunately. Yeah, that's how it's done. It's wire and green stuff, yeah. Problem is I'm not great with green stuff. And then we get into issue 20. With that bastard. Look, it's Jeff, guys. It's Jeff the Goblin. Here you go. Look, Goblins Fight 3. Fight 3 Goblins, guys. I don't know if that's a typo or an error. Like, Cameron, should we use Fight 3 Moria Goblins? equaling the Hobbits? I don't know if that's such a good idea, to be honest. Oh, look at this. The Cave Troll, 70 points. The Troll Chain is insane. And look at that Balrog, 500 points. Insane profile as well. But this is getting too ahead of ourselves, to be honest. Look at that, guys. Like that's a board. That's a Moria board. This is when the terrain gets really good. One hundred percent we're using rules as written for sure. Oh god, this is gonna be insane. Hobbits are about to die. Hobbits are about to die. Like they wrote it, we play it. Well, you know the High Elves are Fight 6 then. High Elves are Fight 6. Well, Elves in general are Fight 6, to be fair. Like just Elf Warriors are Fight 6. Yeah, look, oh no, hang on. Oh yeah, it is a typo. So back in here, it says Moria Goblin Warrior Fight 3, as you guys can see there. Captain Fight 3. But if we go down to here, in the profiles, it says Goblin Captain Fight 3, Moria Goblin Fight 2. So that it was just a typo. Elves Fight 6 as they should be. Post in the Discord. Oh, cheers, Ricky. I'll check it out. I'm going to use that Moria board as the basis for my Goblin Town board for my next tournament. That'd be cool, Cameron. That'd be cool. The Hobbits are saved. Well, are they? I mean, Frodo's a beast in this edition because he's got 3 Might, 3 Will, 3 Fate, Courage 6, 2 Wounds, 1 Attack, Defense 6, Strength 3, 5 AE3. He's a beast in this edition. 3 Might, 3 Will, 3 Fate. And like I said, the ring in this edition is insane. I think they gave you ring rules before, so... But yeah, that's a very cool board, right? Damn it, I wanted my Fight 3 Goblins. I think that would be a bit insane. That's a very cool board though. And like it's very simple in how you do it too. It's like polystyrene. Once it loads. Yeah, Dwarven Mines. It's literally just polystyrene cut out. Something so simple yet so effective. Like, look at that. Looks great. For a bit of polystyrene. You put that on a board. All these extra add-ons as well too. It just works so well. It works so well. And then we go into Gimli issue. Bring your pretty face to my axe. This is the Balin's Tomb issue. which is not. I'm giving you guys like massive spoilers right now. Massive spoilers. So this one, Legolas had his deadly shot, but he can only shoot 3 times. There was no auto hit. Gimli was... yeah, he had nothing. He didn't have axes of dwarves at this point. That came with the blue rulebook. So he only had 2 attacks. So he's got a hand weapon, a 2-handed axe, and a throwing axe. So he can go either one-handed or 2-handed, but he can't go up to 3 attacks. Balin's Tomb with the cave troll. Cool looking board. We have to build this as well. Can't believe you're spoiling. I still haven't seen the films. We have barred the gates, but cannot hold them for long. The ground shakes, drums in the deep. This scenario is stupid because look, the good side wins if 20 evil models are killed. That's pretty easy. The evil side wins if 1 or more good models are killed. Poor Merry and Pippin, they took the little ones. Poor Merry and Pippin. Poor any hobbit, really. And look at that, Balrog and Cave Troll. There you go. Issue 21, Cameron. There you go. No, it was Big Damus. Well, after this, I'm off to the shops to scratch my itch. Mother going to... No worries, dude. All good. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. And then, yeah, this one's Gimli. And then this one shows you how to build Balin's Tomb. So we will be building Balin's Tomb, guys, which will be fun. Build something similar to this. Probably not exactly the same, but it'll look pretty similar. And the next one is the Balrog issue, which we're going to have to buy a Balrog for this one. We'll have to build and paint a Balrog for this one, unfortunately. Which for this one, because there is no... Oh, guys, what do you think? Because there's no model in this issue, there's scenery. There's like the Middle Earth ruins. But because there's no model in this one, do we use the do we paint a Balrog for this issue, guys? Will that be cool? That might be fun. Balin's Tomb is easy, built 3 of them. Yeah, but you probably used the plastic scenery set, right, Cameron? I mean, this is a very cool board as well. You got the stairs of Khazad Dûm going down to the bridge. This is a scenario I've always wanted to play. There's so many scenarios in these mags that I've always wanted to play, and we're finally going to do it. It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be good. Yeah, because it just tells you about painting armies. What do you think, Josh? What do you think of that high elf scheme? Grey, silver and green. It's kind of cool. Built all from scratch apart from the pillars, actually. Fair enough. That's a kind of cool elf scheme, though. Kind of like it. Converting a goblin captain. I guess we could do that. Themed bases. It tells you how to build Khazad Dûm, which we'll be doing. Which is going to be a lot of fun. That's a sweet colour scheme. It is Spartan, isn't it? It's very good. Yeah, and that's what you get in this issue is those ruins. I'm a golden blue purist. That's what I would do for an Eregion. Yeah, that'd be cool. Eregion would be cool. And then Cameron, this is when it gets interesting. Because in issues 23 and 24, we get Gondor and Mordor, which will be interesting. Now, what I'm thinking is, this scenario is called Open War. It's technically the first ever points match game, where you basically build your forces, right? Gaming area, preparing for battle. So this one, you're basically playing like a points match game, right? And I think, what is it? I think it's, yeah, win the game. Yeah, it's basically fight to the death, essentially. But like they choose a force in this one, right? So it's like you go like Aomer, Rise Rohan, Captain of Men, Warriors of Rohan, Warriors of Minas Tirith. Then you got Uruk-hai Captain, Uruk-hai Warrior, Goblin Captain, Goblin Warrior, Mortal Orc. So I'm thinking for issue 23 that we play out this battle, right, with the exact same forces that we see here. So what is it? So we got 7 Warriors of Minas Tirith and a Captain, Aomer, 6 Riders of Rohan, 8 Warriors of Rohan. There you go. And then evil side we have Uruk-hai Captain, 16 goblins, a goblin captain, and Uruk-hai, and orcs or something like that. So we actually play that scenario as is with the forces that played. But this is a two-parter, so they play it over 2 separate issues. So I'm thinking for issue 23 actually play the scenario as with the forces that they actually show. But then issue 24, we actually choose our own forces from what we were given before. So like you basically get to choose from whatever's been given in previous issues, including like the card figures, and we actually play it with our own forces. I think that'd be quite fun. I don't know. What do you guys think? Because there's like these bigger battles that they do like over 2 separate issues. I'm not going to be doing that. I'm not going to be doing a battle report separated between two different videos. I'm not that kind of person. And then obviously everyone's favorite issue, Sam's issue. Sam's issue with the long-awaited sewers. Where is it? There you go, the sewers. It's a cool Escape from Muscovy. It's a very cool issue, that one. But yeah, guys, that's a bit of a a very big sneak peek into the future of what we'll be doing, and there's so much more that we haven't discussed. Like after this one, there's Faramir, then Helm's Deep, and then Isengard, and then Osgiliath, and Elves, and so much more. So much more. So there we go, guys. There we go. Well, guys, I think that will do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. The 10 of you watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much, Ricky, for supporting by gifting membership. That's very much appreciated, dude. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, it was a bit of an early one today. But hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And I'll see you guys, hopefully, fingers crossed, on Sunday. There should be some videos out during the week as well, guys. Like I said, I got General Targ done last week, so that video should be out. And yeah, who knows what else. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Thank you for streaming. No worries, Cameron. All good, dude. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Spartan. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Nos Big Damas. Thank you, Cameron, Ricky. Thank you, everyone tuning in. I appreciate you all. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. I will see you guys on Sunday. If not, with a video beforehand. But take care, guys, and I'll see you guys later.